Have you ever been rejected? From a job, a relationship, or even by life itself, and felt like it broke you? What if I told you that rejection can actually be your greatest advantage? In this video, we'll explore 13 powerful lessons rooted in reverse psychology and Stoic philosophy to turn rejection into fuel for strength, influence, and success. By the end, you'll see how to use every single nitrogen monoxide to create your next big yes. Let's get one thing straight. When someone rejects us, our brain mistakes it for a genuine threat to our survival. It triggers ego, not an assessment of our worth. But the Stoics taught us to separate our emotions from reality. A rejection often says more about the other person's needs, fears, or limitations than it does about us. This is where reverse psychology comes in. The core principle is this: when you stop desperately chasing validation from others, people start chasing yours. It's the paradox of desire. The more you broadcast your need for approval, the weaker you appear. But the less you need it, the more magnetic and attractive you become. True power isn't about getting everyone to say yes, it's about being perfectly okay when they say no. Now, let's dive into the 13 lessons that will transform how you see rejection forever. First, expect rejection early and often. The Roman Stoic Seneca wisely said, "He who expects nothing shall never be disappointed." If you walk into a situation anticipating that rejection is a possible, even probable, outcome, it loses its power to sting you. It's no longer a surprise attack, it's just one of the scenarios you've already prepared for. You're not being pessimistic, you're being realistic and mentally fortified. Lesson 2: emotion is the enemy of a powerful response. When rejection hits, our first impulse is to feel hurt, angry, or resentful. But reacting from that emotional place is a mistake. The Stoic practice is to detach before you react. Take a breath, pause. Respond with calm reason, not with fiery resentment. A measured response maintains your dignity and keeps you in control of the situation. This leads us to lesson 3: control your perception. You can't control another person's decision to reject you, but you have absolute control over the story you tell yourself about it. Was it a crushing failure that proves you're not good enough? Or was it simply a sign that this particular path wasn't for you? Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Frame the rejection not as a verdict on your value, but as a course correction on your journey. Lesson 4 is to treat rejection as a data point. Each no you receive is valuable information, not a personal insult. It tells you what isn't working, what doesn't fit, or where you need to improve. A job rejection might highlight a skill you need to develop. A relationship ending might show you what kind of partner you're truly looking for. Analyze the no objectively. Use it to refine your approach, sharpen your skills, and aim more accurately next time. Lesson 5: use silence as your weapon. In the world of reverse psychology, silence is incredibly powerful. When you face rejection and respond with quiet composure instead of arguing or pleading, you create a vacuum. People are uncomfortable with silence, they rush to fill it, often with their own curiosity, second thoughts, or even guilt. A silent, confident retreat can make them question their own decision far more effectively than any argument you could make. Use it wisely. Next, lesson 6 is about mastering the power of indifference. The Stoics called this state apatheia, which doesn't mean apathy, but emotional equilibrium. It's the ability to remain calm and undisturbed by external events, including rejection. When you don't give the other person the emotional reaction they expect, whether it's anger or sadness, you immediately reclaim power. Your calmness signals that your self-worth is internal and not dependent on their approval. This composure is, in itself, a form of strength that others find compelling. Lesson 7: redefine rejection as redirection. What if every no isn't a dead end, but a detour sign from the universe? Maybe that job you didn't get would have made you miserable. Maybe that relationship that ended was preventing you from meeting someone truly compatible. Trust that every closed door is guiding you toward an open one that's better suited for you. Turn your disappointment into a new direction and walk that path with purpose. Lesson 8 is Reverse Psychology 101. Don't argue for your value. Never, ever beg to be chosen. If you have to convince someone of your worth, you've already lost. Your job is to present your value clearly and confidently, and then let them decide. If they say no, you walk away with your head held high. Confidence convinces, pleading repels. Your self-respect is not negotiable. This brings us to Lesson 9. Withdraw your attention strategically. People instinctively value what they might lose. This is the scarcity principle. When you face rejection, instead of trying harder to win them over, step back. Withdraw your energy, your focus, your attention. By removing yourself from the equation, you shift the dynamic. You are no longer the chaser, you become the one who might be missed. This forces them to reconsider your value in your absence. Lesson 10. Transform your pain into practice. The great Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The obstacle is the way." Don't let rejection make you bitter or fragile. Instead, let it be the whetstone that sharpens your resilience. Use the pain as fuel for the gym, for your creative project, for your business. Let every rejection harden your resolve, not your heart. Each no is a rep in the mental gym, making you stronger for the next challenge. Lesson 11 is a power move. Reject first when necessary. True confidence isn't just about handling rejection, it's about having the discernment to reject situations, offers, or people that don't align with your values or goals. Politely declining what doesn't serve you builds immense self-respect and sends a powerful signal to the world that you know your worth. Don't wait to be rejected by a bad fit, have the courage to walk away first. Lesson 12. Channel your rejection into creation. Don't just sit with the negative energy, transmute it. Use that surge of adrenaline and emotion to build something. Write that book, start that business, learn that new skill, get in the best shape of your life. Let your growth, your success, and your creation be the ultimate response. Your masterpiece becomes an answer that needs no words. Finally, Lesson 13. Practice gratitude for rejection. This might sound strange, but every door that closed in your face protected you from a room you weren't meant to be in. Every no saved you from a path that was wrong for you. Look back at past rejections that once stung. Can you now see how they guided you to where you are today? Thank the rejection for its role as your unseen protector and guide, and then move forward with a lighter heart. So, as we wrap up, remember this: rejection isn't your enemy. It's your teacher, your refiner, and your redirector. The Stoics knew that true control, true freedom, and true power lie not in mastering the world around you, but in mastering the world within you. It's about mastering your own perceptions, emotions, and responses. As Marcus Aurelius powerfully stated, what stands in the way becomes the way. The rejection itself is the path to your strength. If this helped you rethink rejection and find a little more power in your own life, give this video a like, and subscribe for more lessons in Stoic mindset, human psychology, and emotional mastery. Thank you for watching.